What's up, guys? Welcome back. Round 2 in the Turbo Commander. We're back in Key West, and this time we're flying to Grand Cayman, which is about 350 nautical miles to the south. Hopefully we've got enough fuel. Go ahead and remove our static objects and close the baggage door. I've already got external power on. See, the position lights and the wing lights are on. Get the cockpit and finish this up. Hopefully this flight will go a little better than last time. Kind of familiar with the plane now. Ooh, this is the fun part. There aren't too many waypoints though. So basically what we're going to do, we're going to head out, depart to the southeast, and then fly south over Cuba, and then directly to Grand Cayman. Like I said, it's about 350 nautical miles, but this thing cruises at over 200 knots, so maybe 230 knots, so it shouldn't take us too long to get there. Maybe an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes. Find out. Fundy, direct to Alvec. It is not the DC-3. I have not had a chance to check that out yet. How is that sound pack? So sorry, dude. I bet this is faster than the DC-3, though. Is it? Send me some links, man. It's all free, right? It's crazy to me when people do all that stuff for absolutely no reward. Nice. Where you at now? Forgot you're still a man of leisure this week. There it is. We're done. Course 104. Nice. Enjoy your Walgreens shopping.
Key West International Information Bravo. 1100 Zulu weather. Wind 020 at 8, visibility 8. Sky conditions 300 overcast, temperature 20, dew point 18. Altimeter 3002. Arriving runway 09, departing runway 09. Advise on initial contact, you have Bravo.
Bravo, thanks. I've flown out of here like maybe 2 or 3 times in the last few days, and every day has been a 300-foot layer of overcast. I thought Key West was supposed to be a nice, sunny, tropical place. Clearance delivery, 121,925.
Rouge 1714, identifier 119,
And
Romeo.
ground 121.9.
114, on clearance, PDC correct, contact Cayman 12207 for push. 2207 for push, Rouge 1714.
Clearance, Rouge 1948, 120 Golf, information Delta.
Rouge 1948, on clearance, PDC correct, contact Cayman 12207 for push.
For push.
Dauntless Geeks, guns and bombs are loaded, my friend. That's all that's in the back. Check out this swanky interior, though. This plane has the best windows of any plane. Look at this. This is like a panoramic view. That is sweet. And some bumping speakers up here. I think we are ready to get out of here.
Clearance, good morning, Air Canada 259. Taking up 259, turn on clearance, good morning.
Start this bad boy up.
946, identifier 120 Foxtrot with Delta. Jazz 946, turn on clearance, PDC correct, data now Echo, contact Cayman 12227 for push. 70.
FedEx 121, I got to change the plan so you don't have to stop. It'll be taxi on a Bravo, and then November.
Anti-collisions are on.
Ground on course 3125,
Engine number 2.
On course 3125, push to start your discretion.
Push and start our discretion, 3125.
FedEx 121, the whole short's canceled. It'll be Bravo, Alpha, Alpha, Echo into the ramp, and then ramp your discretion at the ice.
Okay, copy that. Hold the first here, the lead Bravo, Alpha, Alpha, Echo, FedEx 121.
Engine number 2 is good. Engine number 1. stabilized. I think we're ready to go. Let's do taxi lights on. Left generator. Turn off the external power.
Ground first 09, 500 east.
Torpedo, fuel heat.
959, wrap your discretion, and then just hold short of Victor, and give way to an encore for the west jet queue that's going to go by Victor.
Can I have that hold short Victor?
Alright, I think we're ready to go. Climb to 7,000 feet, and then get some airspeed.
959, you can now
I think we'll climb up to 22,000.
Hey, Victor, short Bravo, first 0959.
One more thing. Cabin pressure, we'll select left bleed. Let's do it. The only warning lights on the annunciator are beta range for left and right engine, which is fine, because that's what we're going to taxi with. Double check. Let's go, fellas.
Ground jet 388, ready for push.
Turn the volume down just a
Start
bit.
discretion. Start discretion, jet 388.
Parking brakes off. I forgot you gotta unlock the throttles here. Parking brake. Alright.
Russia 2644, ground runway 24 right, information Whiskey Kilo 3020, taxi Bravo Charlie. 24 right, like 5644. Encore 3404, I looked at the wrong runway. You're going to 24, you can make that Bravo short of tank. Okay, yeah, short of tank, Encore 3404. Actually changed that, ran Romeo across right short of Bravo.
Strobes on, landing lights can turn on, transponder on, switch it over to tower, and 124.45 for departure. laps. Turn off the taxis. Bring it out on the runway and line up, and I'll bring up the prop condition lowers. Alright guys, let's go. Putting RPM to stabilize. Alright.
Canada 102, winds calm, cleared to land runway 23. Runway 23, Canada 102, thank you.
Canada 758, 24 left.
Cat 758, target 8, wind 1503, cleared to land runway 24 left.
24 left, there, Cat 758.
That's awesome. Switched over to departure. Bring the RPM back a little bit. It's about 95%.
Jet 156, descend to 4,000. 4,000 up to 150. At 604 at the Woody Hill Towers, 1187. You can click Woody Hill.
Alright, go ahead and turn the autopilot on. Let's see. Engage. Nav. We'll level off at 7,000. I'll build up some airspeed and then we'll continue to climb. Go to 22,000.
Boy 3692 right, 120 to intercept, clear.
Neat.
Bravo Hotel, contact arrival 12447.
2447, okay.
Mike Victor, descend to 5,000 at 5, slow to 200 knots.
Descending to 5,000 at 5, slow to 200 knots for 200.
Bring the power forward a little bit. Watch an EDT, make sure it doesn't rise too high. Airspeed is already over 200 knots, so we'll go ahead and start climbing.
Boy 3692, speed of 170 or greater to Wood Hill, please.
170 or greater, 3692.
12 Mike Victor, contact the approach now on 12447.
2447, 50 Mike Victor. From the morning, so the 061 KV, heading to 13,650.
So on this plane we have to manually move our course on the heading select indicator, so the next one after Vargas will turn to 172. So over here and I'll switch the heading select indicator to 172. So a quick reference when we have to switch that. About right there.
Bravo Hotel, turn right heading 060 to some 3,000. 060, 3,000, Bravo.
Okay, I'll give you over the arrival at your shore boat number 6 on the approach. George 7371 can descend now to 6,000.
Down on 6,000.
Look at the weather in Grand Cayman. See what to look forward to here. There's only one runway, so it should be easy to guess which approach we're going to do. Winds are 040 at 13 knots. So it's probably going to be 08. So I'm going to go ahead and put the RNAV approach for 08. Procedure, select approach. RNAV 08. And we'll
at 260, descend 5,000.
Yes, smokes. Here we go.
Boy 3692 at the Woodhill, contact tower 1187.
Okay, 187 at Woodhill, 3692.
Okay.
Straight in landings. Minimum descent altitude is 610 feet. Should put right here. That'll do.
Mike Victor, deadlift heading 240, speed 190 knots.
40, 190.
Sync up our course with the heading select that we switched earlier. Gets rid of the message on your Garmin here.
Okay, Zulu is 88, it's 3019er. Approach will be 15 left, descend to 8,000.
There you go, guys. Not much to do now but monitor the airplane and make sure it's doing what it needs to do. Also started with 1,400 pounds of fuel. We've already burned 200. Fuel flow is at almost 300 an hour right now on both engines, but hopefully that's going to come down to about 200 by the time we get up to 20,000 feet. Fingers crossed we got the fuel, but I'm pretty sure we're alright.
Bird 6201, descend to 4,000. 4,000. Virgin 7371, descend 4,000.
I'm on 4,000, George, 7371.
Watch 156 at the Woodhill, contact tower 1187.
Woodhill 87.
Takeoff, Echo Julie Delta Medevac, you can proceed direct my talks, descend to 9,000.
Right, touchdown to 9,000, encroaching into
Okay.
Welcome back, Melon. Just got back from getting me some coffee. It is the Aero Commander. Now that I've done one flight with it, this is my third flight with it, so I kind of know what I'm doing now. Going to Grand Cayman, got some ortho down there. That beauty. I love it so far.
6201, contact approach 12447.
Also, we were looking up real information about this the other day, and apparently they're only like $850,000. I don't know why you wouldn't want one of these over TBM. It's got more space. The performance is pretty comparable. I'm not sure about the range. I think it's about 900 miles, but I don't know what the TBM is. Yeah, Carenado. Got a bunch of Carenado planes now. Yes. We're at 17,000 feet, climbing at almost 1,000 feet a minute, and still at about 160 knots. Ground speed is 224. That's solid. I mean, it's not as fast as a TBM, but it's pretty close. You could buy 4 of these for the price of one TBM 900.
Mike Victor, fly heading 180 to descent, flight ILS 15.
Plus it's got these cool little sky roof windows.
Cleared ILS 15 left approach to Mike Victor.
Yeah, it is twin engine, which means if you lose one, you still got an extra one. Another reason to buy it.
3 Bravo Hotel, speed 170 knots.
Exactly.
Tower at Wood Hill 118.7.
Alright, 87 at Wood Hill and so 170.
Patch.
183. Welcome back, McFatty. Yeah, if you're out in the ocean, probably true. McFatty was here for the first flight with it. Now he's here for the second as well. Must be kind of boring. Sorry I'm not flying something else for you. I was going to do the DC-3, but I still don't know how to fly that thing yet. I'll do that next. Hungover tomorrow.
Cat at 260, cleared ILS 15 left approach.
Cleared ILS 15 left approach here.
Single engine performance out. Well, I did that yesterday with the 757. I handled it okay.
Charge 7371, roger, speed 190 knots.
Well, no barrel rolls today. I'm putting that down right now. Also, I just want to point out that last time we got to about 15,000 feet and I started to black out. This time, I remember to set the cabin pressure. McFatty. It's not my fault you weren't there yesterday. How many barrel rolls have I done for Melon? I did one in the Dornier, did one in the Piper, and yesterday I did one in 757. If that were true, then you would have been here for my other barrel rolls. The service ceiling of the DC-3? I don't know, but it's not pressurized, is it? I mean, it can't be very high. As far as I know, I don't think they're pressurized. It is? Well, I mean, you could probably go up to like 12. We got time to look it up. Cabin, alright, let me look it up.
Got a 260, speed now 170 knots.
Speed 170 here, Cat 260.
Oh, yeah, apparently. It says cruise comfortably at 185 miles an hour, 10,000 feet, and had a service ceiling of 23,000.
Fly heading of 120 and sublocalize at 15 left.
120 heading.
Doesn't seem like a very well sealed up airplane though. But it might just be because like most of the time when I think about them, I think of paratroopers jumping out of the back of an open door. How's the performance? How's the climb?
2 Mike Victor, speed now 170 knots, and contact tower 118.7.
118.717 in the speed.
Yeah, they certainly look awesome. I mean, that's one of the most iconic airplanes out there in my mind. It'd be cool if they had some HD livery packs though. The outside looked kind of muddy. That's the pay-wear one on X Aviation, isn't it? Is it HD livery?
71, I'm heading 240.
240 on heading 7371.
Send me them links, son. Yeah, I've got the freeware. Isn't the V-Sky one, isn't that from like 2013 though? Is that made for XP11 or is it just ported over from XP10? What was the designation for the one that guy told us about that's basically an updated DC-3 with modern avionics? Do you remember?
The 260, on speed 170 knots to Woodhill, contact tower down 118.7.
Q160.
I'd probably get it, but I think the next plane I'm going to get is the Marchetti.
Connect.
Yeah, that's it. BT-67. I think. That sounds right. Yeah, everybody that has the Marchetti says nothing but good things about it,
Echo
so...
Juliet Delta Medevac, descend 6,000.
Echo Juliet Delta Medevac.
Yeah, it's used as a military trainer, so that's promising. What makes you like the Navion more? Oh yeah, you like that hands-on, stick and rudder stuff. Feel you. I had a pretty fun time flying the Navion. Although I imagine the Marchetti is probably a little bit more nimble.
Speed now 200 knots with
No GPS, unless you're cheating using your Avatab money bags. Maybe the way you fly. Alright, let me get this power situation sorted out here. Look at that. Less than 200 pounds a minute, or an hour. I know it's free, I'm just kidding. What is Black Shape Prime? Look that up. Oh no, I have seen these things before though. They're a trainer as well, aren't they?
Good morning, Air Canada 447, 15,000 to 13,000 Zulu.
the 447, good day Zulu, it is 3019er. It's approach 15 left, descend to 8,000.
15 left, descend 8,000 Air Canada 447.
Who made it? What developer? Yeah, I guess ultralight is pretty normal for an ultralight. D-Max. The same people that made the DC-3? Is that right?
I can just maintain your present heading as well, Echo Juliet Delta. Medevac, you're on vectors for approach 151.
I can see Cuba, guys.
Present heading vectors for 15 left. Roger, Delta, medevac.
Yeah, it looks like a military trainer, but I guess not. Yeah, you don't like those fixed gears.
Juliet Delta Medevac, descend now to
I know they
5000.
didn't know me when they have those teardrop shaped looking covers, but I mean obviously those are for function. And they're probably safer to some extent. You don't have to worry about having the landing gear get stuck up.
Saudi 061, contact arrival 12447.
12447, Saudi
The wheel pants, that's right, yeah. Bell bottoms, dude. That doesn't surprise me.
Good morning, Saudi 061 heavy, descending 3000.
Saudi 061, roger at 3000.
Well, I mean, I'm sure for fuel burn it does.
3000 feet, 200 knots, Saudi
Plus, you know, when you're landing, all of a sudden, when you put the landing gear out, you get a ton of drag and have to add more power. So, I mean, in terms of performance, it makes a difference. It's interesting.
Good, Sony 371, speed 170.
I guess that's what the wheel pants are for.
At the Mach 118.17.
170 in the hotel, then over to the tower.
Cuba boys, almost there. That's true, but I guess the thinking, at least from the insurance company's standpoint, is that if you're a pilot, a single pilot by yourself, having to deal with a gear extension in that situation, it's probably, I mean, you would rather have someone buying a fixed gear airplane from an insurer's standpoint.
Juliet Delta Medevac, fly heading 240, descend to 4000.
240, 4000, Roger, Delta.
Fixed gear is the new retractable.
Saudi 061, Telmont heading 240.
240, Saudi 061.
Open it incognito, an ad blocker. That's interesting. At the present moment, the three swiftest single-engine piston airplane manufacturers in this country, only one has retractable landing gear.
Juliet Delta Medevac, slow now to 170 knots.
170 knots, Roger, Delta.
I get why, but from my perspective, aesthetically, more of a retractable landing gear kind of guy. mean, one of the things that's so appealing about airplanes, at least to me, is like they look sleek, and then all of a sudden, if you're just got these little dangly bits hanging off the bottom, I mean, obviously they're functional, but when I was looking at the Piper, there's the, what was it? I can't remember the one that has fixed landing gear, but I went with the Piper TA28 Turbo Aero 3 because it had retractable landing gear.
Canada 7007, good day at 4,000, speed 190 knots, fuel flow, and 87 on final caution, wake 10 knots.
Yeah, the Archer probably.
Canada 7007.
It is, I don't think it's turbo though. I could be wrong about that though. Direction we go next? 205. Yeah, exactly. Losers.
Can we get flowers? Because we're high on the coastline.
Although with turbo piston planes like the Aero, do you have to? I don't think I ever look at the torque. It never seems like torque is an issue. I don't think it is. Maybe that's just for turbo props.
Saudi 061 flying.
Yeah, no, this one doesn't have a torque gauge either. RPM. Oh yeah, I guess technically that would be horsepower, right? That's probably. It's our ground speed. 256 knots. At 22,000, that is pretty good, guys.
Canada 7007, turn right heading 060.
Right turn heading 060, we're Canada 7007.
See if I can find the Grand Cayman VOR.
Saudi 061, roger, speed 170 knots to Woodhill, contact tower to Micro 118.
115.6.
170, tower 1
I subscribed, but I haven't downloaded it yet because it has Python script. But what I'm going to do this weekend, because I need that for Ortho 4 XP as well, so I'm going to try to get both of those sorted out this weekend. Grand Cayman I do have some Ortho for. It came with the scenery. Finally sorted that out, so it should look pretty good when we get there. I haven't flown in there since the last time I went there with an A320. Yeah, no, I mean, I just assumed it was because I'm technologically illiterate, but I've read a lot online about how easy it was to use, so. Yeah, I mean, it's part of the problem that I've had is that I've had Mac computers for the last decade, basically, and this is the first PC that I've had in a long time. Just kind of just getting used to it again. I mean, I have one at work, but it's not like I'm getting in there and rerouting parameters and stuff, hacking into the mainframe. Let's go back here in this swank cabin. crack the planet. Also, man, the TBM has nothing on these windows back here. Yeah, mine either. I actually have like these tiny windows, and they just open directly into the apartment next to mine. So my view is actually of my neighbor's apartment. I probably have to fold him up into a paper airplane. There is probably about 20 feet between us. She also has the most annoying dog in the world. It is always barking. I love dogs and everything, but Koreans love those tiny little yippy dogs. Ugh. That doesn't count as a dog in my opinion. And during the spring and fall, like when you can have the windows open, I'm on the second floor, but right below me there's a parking garage, basically for all the tenants that live in the building, but they have that rubber grip paint, so whenever someone comes in and they're like doing a 3-point turn to park, all you can hear is that just rubber screeching noise. It's awful. Yapping pest dispenser, yeah, that's right. Información.
Tower Jazz, 644. Jazz 644, good day, clear to land, runway 24 right, any access good, the wind's 170 at 15. Right, clear land 24 right, 6 Mark,
What is this? Scratch-built full 3D sound set for the Aeroworks DC-3. It is crazy how much sound... Is it not?
Air Canada
Oh, yeah, it is.
507, caution turbulence for the 777 off ahead, the wind's 170, 10 gusting 15.
It's crazy how much sound changes your experience in flight sim.
Takeoff 23, Air Canada 507, so on.
And it's free. Get it, McFaddy. Oh, it works for both? So that's the sound that you have then, right?
Jazz 867, line up runway 23.
Line up runway 23, Jazz 867.
To save this link. I'll go install it after this. Alright, give me the rundown how to start the engines again. What do you have to do? Give me the gist, I'll figure the rest out. Control Shifty, get out of here!
Canada 83 heavy on 24 right.
Yeah, I already have the plane.
Wind 180, 10 gust 17, clear to land, runway 24 right.
Clear to land 24 right for Canada 83. Let me have to go to the...
What was the livery you said you found for it?
Jazz 867, climb 5,000 feet, wind 212 gusty.
Yeah, I think he's sending that for me. Didn't know I already had it.
Runway 23.
Clear takeoff 23, climb the sit up to 5,000, Jazz 867.
Did you try the free one before you got the V-Sky version? had it for a few months, and I got in it and I set camera views, and then I spent about 10 minutes trying to start it and couldn't figure it out, so I haven't flown it since. Well, your review seems to be pretty good, especially with the new sound pack. How is the sound stock with the V-Sky DC-3 or C-47? Gotcha. So, battery, fuel pumps, generators after you start the engines, presumably. Full rich, and then primer for 10 seconds. Alright, I think primer was the thing that I didn't have. What plane is this? This is the 690B Turbo Commander by Carenado. I assumed you were talking about this plane. Might have been the DC-3.
Cathay 898 heavy, turn left at Alpha Alpha, left on Echo, then ground point 65.
Alpha Alpha, left on ground, or excuse me, left on Echo, ground 65, Cathay 898.
Getting there, guys. Where are we going? UCL, is that a VOR that we're going to?
Compass 5793, the wind is calm,
12,
turn left heading 210, runway 24 left, clear for takeoff.
Left turn, 210, 24 left, clear for takeoff, compass 5793.
The only thing that I don't like is that when you turn the engines on, the fuel pumps come on. And normally you turn the auxiliary pumps on after takeoff and then turn them back on before landing, so you can hear the fuel pumps the whole flight. Unless there's something I'm missing. Is that an invitation for him to buy you the V-Sky Labs DC-3? McFaddy, would you buy it a second time for me?
Tower Redwood 1890, Angling Space 24 left. Redwood 1890, Tower, good morning, you're flying an RJ on a 3-mile final traffic the whole position, right 24 left, clear lane. Clear lane, 4 left, road 1890.
DB better, thanks for the follow, dude. Is the interior modeled too in the cabin, like the seats and stuff? How's it look? And on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate the interior textures?
Compass 5793, contact departure.
Departure, compass 5793.
Maybe that's just like a feature of the plane. It just behaves like that. Hideaway GPS. You guys are cheaters. We're almost done with Cuba, guys.
Southwest 1111 Tower, good morning, right 24 left, line up and wait, traffic on a 5-mile final. Left way 24 left, Southwest 1111.
Let's do a fuel check here. We've burned 400 pounds and we are about halfway there. Yeah, we're alright. Oh yeah, for FS economy.
Sky was 5148 left at Zulu, left on Echo, then ground point 65.
That's one of the good things about Twitch too, is that you can come on here and just chat with some people while you're flying. bad thing though is that if you screw up your landing or something, everyone's watching. What are these airports? I actually, yesterday at work, I've been so bored this week. I didn't have any classes, that I spent like a day making a map that had all of the places where I have scenery, like airports and stuff. What is KOZW? Livingston County Hardy Airport. Is that something new where you live? Oh yeah, Michigan. Yeah, well, I imagine it's kind of hard not to bounce a plane like that. A, it's a tail wheel, and B, all the weight is over the front landing gear, which are huge.
11, contact departure, good day.
And it's a low wing plane. Alright, after UCL, we're going to Golf Charlie Mike 181, and that is Grand Cayman, so we got 170 miles.
Yeah, at
Doing pretty good.
414, runway 24 left, the line is away, traffic on a 4.5 mile final, be ready to go. 414, line 424 left.
Thanks, Melon. Oh yeah, it looks pretty good. And it's got an American tail number.
South 1157, official 249. South 1157 tower, following an RJ on a 3.5 mile final, traffic hold in position, runway 24 left, clear land.
You can regenerate the icons. If it bothers you. When I bought the Flight Factor 777, it came with both the X-Plane 10 and the X-Plane 11 version. So the X-Plane 10 icons were still on the menu, but they were just these giant red squares, or red X's that said do not use. So I had to go into the game files and find which ones they were and delete them, because that annoyed the shit out of me.
Clear for takeoff, traffic on a 2 mile final. At 414, Arnav Delray, 24 left, takeoff. Verified, clear to land, 24 left, Southwest 1157. Southwest 1157, that is verified. Traffic will hold in position. Thank you, Southwest 1157, clear to land.
What is this?
United 414, contact.
What is that, a Chieftain?
414. Compass 6042 right, 24 left, line up and wait.
Hyper Aerostar. Oh, isn't that? Oh yeah, cool. I was gonna say, isn't that what McFaddy flies? Yes, it is.
Left at Echo 13, left
That's
at
old school.
ground point 65. For 13, left at Echo 13.
These look like bigger versions of what's on the B-58s. Barons. How do you know?
Compass Good 6042, RNAV Delray, wing calm, runway 24 left, clear for takeoff. RNAV Delray, clear for takeoff, 24 left, clear for 642.
Oh, here we go. Next, someone's going to suggest a water landing. Barrel roll to water landing. I can pull it off. I've gotten pretty good at recovering from barrel rolls. Lots of practice. If I get the Marchetti, I'll do barrel rolls all day. It was made for that, isn't it?
Traffic will also hold in position, right 24 left, clear land. Alright, 24 left, clear land. 41.
See if there's any warnings about acrobatics in this plane. Oh, nope. This plane must be operated as a normal category type in compliance with the airplane flight manual. Acrobatics and international spins. International? What does that mean? International spins are prohibited. I guess they meant to say intentional.
Target Air Canada 414, on the last 24 right. Air Canada 414, you're number 2, you're 4 miles behind 737, wind 250.
Yeah, I think it meant intentional. Look. Acrobatics and international spins. Good enough for government work. Shut off left engine. Yeah, I'd say it's probably pretty important considering the door is right there.
472 over to departure.
Yeah, that's the first significant blunder I've seen from Coronado. I was gonna fly the B200 today, which is also pretty awesome, but I think the cruise speed probably like 170 knots, which would take us forever to get there. Look at us right now, 256 knots over the ground. Yeah, they do, and the lighting is really good too. I mean, it's plane specific. This plane isn't that spectacular, but the C90 and the B200 have amazing night lighting.
Turn to 320, Jazz 987.
I've never flown any of these planes in real life, but I mean, they seem kind of like what you would expect. I don't have any of the planes with the G1000. Usually if I have a choice, I would get something that had these analog displays, analog gauges and stuff. The only plane that I have and I really like that has a G1000 is the TBM. The G1000, that gives you 5 FPS? What does?
Trail target up Newport to 473 with you on the visual team for you.
GTN, don't you have to have, what is that? Reality something or other?
Clear to land, runway 24 right. Clear to land, 248, Port 473.
DA62, isn't that G1000s as well? What happens if you over throttle it?
Tower 73730, visual 2 left right. 73730, you're number 2, 3 miles behind dash 8, wind 270,
Bye-bye, engine.
20. Clear to land, runway 24.
Oh man, I had a double engine fire on the Embraer 110 the other day. I don't know what happened. I was trying to land, and I thought I was doing everything within parameters, and all of a sudden, I just saw the EGT spike for both engines, and both of them were on fire.
Tower, no Jazz 716, already 24.
Jazz 716, tower turn right heading 320. Remain this frequency for now.
Also did not survive that landing.
Takeoff 249.
Heading at 320, the right turn will stay with you. Pre-takeoff at 24, that's Jazz 716.
It's a feature, not a bug. You know Captain Mindy? I think she's been on Steve-01's channel a few times. She did her multi-engine training in an Aerobasque, or not an Aerobasque, the DA-6252. What are y'all talking about? That plane. One looks like Mosquito. Fatty was just trying to do a Top Gun. He wanted that full throttle takeoff. I think I put too much fuel in this time. This is about the same distance as it was from Key West to Cancun. I've only burned 480 pounds.
Jazz 717, your third line 24 now.
130 left to go.
Exit at the end. Clear to land and exit at the end.
Ooh, I forgot to do standard baro. I always do that. Yeah, but I think this is, when it says 0, I don't think that's right, because it goes 6-8, so I think this is actually 400 pounds. I think it just probably gives you your fuel warning light. It wouldn't shut off the engines if you had 400 pounds, would it? 4 miles, we can float it in. Plus we're going to an island, there's tons of places you can land on the water. It's pretty high. Look, the propellers don't even reach bottom of the fuselage. Land is pretty good on the water. This is only one way to find out. It's a good looking plane, man. Also, look how detailed the pilots are. It's kind of unsettling. It's me, IRL. That guy looks like Jeff Gordon. Pilot looks pissed, dude. Whole advanced strength. I don't think the weather radar works on this. If you go weather radar on, it says off, terrain data not available, weather data not available. You want to test what? Whether you can land from 10,000 in 4 miles? It does on the Cessna 208 Grand Caravan. I know because I flew through a thunderstorm with it. Navion test? Is that where you're going to try to turn off the engine? Yeah, 4 miles is 1,000, but I think it would be more impressive if you did 4,000, but for 10,000 at 4 miles.
Charlie, thank you. That's all correct.
Just do a corkscrew.
019er on the altimeter.
You gotta time it right, though. What this little seat is for.
Canada 7007, thanks. You can fly heading now 120 to descend 3000, Clyde Atlas 15 left approach.
The real question is, can you do it in the DC-3?
Cleared straight at ILS 15 left, Air Canada. 100.
What are the landing speeds for it? Roughly.
Final Sierra Canada 447, you still want us at 8,000?
Nice. You don't have to use a lot of trim for takeoff, I'm assuming.
Into my airspace here.
Are the F-mod sounds the ones that Melon sent? Get them, man. They're free, right? Maybe I'll load that thing up after this and do another stream of me trying to figure out how to take off. We'll do touch and goes.
Delta Charlie Charlie, descend to 9,000.
I need to go install those sounds, though.
Charlie.
Send that to myself right now so I don't forget. Alright, after I land, I'll install those and then come back and try to figure it out. It'd be good if you're here because you can tell me what to do.
Temperature 735, trees clear direct from my tux.
My tux starts to be green, yeah.
Alright.
Canada 447, descend now 6,000.
Descend 6,000, Air Canada 447.
Has there been any updates that I need to download? Because I think I originally downloaded that thing probably 4 months ago, 3 months ago. I don't know, I've never flown it.
Canada 7007, speed of 170 knots, so left to 1 hell, just over 6 there behind the heavy, and contact tower at the marker 118-17, good day.
Okay, 170 Woodhill, is 7 there.
All right.
7007.
I gotta scroll up and find that again.
Canada 447, descend to 3,000.
Descend 3,000, Air Canada 447.
What views? Well, I mean, there's a difference between it feeling light, meaning it takes off well, versus feeling sluggish, right? I would expect it to be sluggish, like to handle slowly, but probably to be
447, call arrival on 12447.
pretty quick off of a runway.
447, Air Canada 447.
Alright, now we got the Grand Cayman VOR, so we got 98 miles. Yeah, I don't know if I'd expect that, but it also depends probably on your payload. What do you have the payload set at?
Canada, good morning, Encore 3461, 1000, descending 9000, Agent Zulu, set up to 15,000.
Encore 3461, Zulu it is, 3019er, 15 left is approach. What's your speed right now?
Indicating a 260, slowing down to 250 for 10,000.
Alright, can you bring it back to 220 for me now, please?
Speed 220,
guys. Approach 120.2. 118 for tower. And ATIS 132.
Charlie, what's your speed right now?
250 Delta.
350.
Okay, don't slow any further for me for the time being. Just maintain 250 knots.
250 kilobytes, Delta Charlie, Charlie.
Butters in his pimp shirt.
Boy 3725 Zulu 3019er. Approach is 15 left.
Alright, when we're 70 miles from the VOR, I'll start descending to 10,000.
We have Zulu and 3019.
And then plan on 5 by the time we get there. I don't know, feel it out. Still got 800 pounds of fuel, man. I definitely brought too much. Maybe we had a headwind last time, I don't remember. Oh, look at the ground speed, 260 knots. Let's see what the wind is doing.
7353, descend to 6,000.
Looks like a crosswind.
Boy 3461, descend to 8,000.
8,000 feet on course, 3461.
Boy 3725, the vectors to the arrival on the Myra. Will you fly heading 010 now, please?
010 on board, 37.
Emergent 7353, descend to 4,000.
4,000.
Charlie, descend to 6,000.
6,000 Delta Charlie, Charlie.
Him or some rando. How many people do you think got butters in their pimp shirt? Yeah, I think it was like 23,000.
Cather 447, gentlemen, heading 180 to descent by Alice 15 left approach.
Left 180.
What's the highest you've been in the DC-3? Because it might be, it was like the Embraer, I think the service ceiling on that was 21,000, but I think the highest I've ever gotten it was 12,000 because it just doesn't want to climb any higher. Alright, getting ready to descend. Go 10,000.
353, contact arrival 12447.
Arrival 2447, you're at 7350 at 3
Dick pics! You done goofed, son. Alright guys, let's go IAS. Pull the throttle back here.
Delta Charlie, Charlie, turn right now, direct to my tuck.
Turn direct my tuck. Delta Charlie, Charlie.
We are descending. Where's the altimeter? 2994. Easy.
Boy 3725, make the heading 020.
020 on board, there's no with Zulu 9000 to you.
7283 Zulu 3019er, it's approach 15 left.
Zulu 3019, 15 left, 07283.
So, you know, I don't know if you remember this, but the landing lights, you're not supposed to extend over 160 knots, I think, but you can still turn them on in the wing. They just point down, look. It's like a UFO.
Jordan 7353, turn left heading 330.
Left 330, turn 73, 53.
Yeah, especially I've got the FS enhancer thing that has different lights. What would you call those? Like sprites.
Boy 3725.
Turn the wing lights on. So you can see 'em.
3461, descend to 6000 and direct my tuck.
6000 my tuck, Encore
Oh, they are.
341.
Charlie, Charlie, contact arrival 12447.
2447, Delta Charlie, Charlie.
Boy 3725, reduce now further to 200 knots.
200 on the speed on board.
Boy 3725, descend to 8,000.
8,000 on board, 3725.
Oh, I never turned the prop sync on. Oh well.
Boy 3461, descend to 5,000.
5000, Encore 3461.
Yeah, exactly. I've never been, I don't think, The only time that I've flown in a prop airplane that was twin engine was a Q400, and I didn't notice anything, but I guess they probably turned the prop sinks on pretty fast.
Owen Roberts INTL information Delta. 1200 Zulu weather. Wind calm, visibility 10. Sky conditions 2000 few, temperature 22, dew point 22. Altimeter 2994. Arriving runway 08, departing runway 08. Advise on initial contact you have Delta.
Alright, information Delta. That's weird, the dew point and the temperature are both 22, but visibility is still 10 miles. Okay. We got 08, the RNAV for 08 plugged in there, so doing pretty good. Past 18,000, so we'll go to 994. That one's already set. Way ahead of the game, guys.
First Alpha Charlie, Charlie, turn left heading 240.
Left, 40, Delta Charlie, Charlie.
Whoops, sorry. Go poop the dog, man.
Call 3461 and turn right 10 degrees and descend 4,000.
Right turn, 10 degrees, down 4,000, down clear 346.
This seems like a bad idea to have a cabin depressurized button with no sort of protective cover over it. Maybe it's just me. It seems like a dumb idea. What happens if you press it at like 20,000 feet?
Canter 1120, descend 5,000.
5,000 gallons.
Alright, let me get my approach charts here.
Charger 7353, speed 170 knots, so graded to Woodhill, contact tower at the Mach 118.7.
Alright, so 170 or better, Woodhill, and use up there and help answer that.
Roger, thank you. Good day.
Oh, the Catalina? I wish there was a decent one of those. I really didn't like the internal textures. Like I told you, I deleted it after I got in there. Link above, what I miss. Public CB. Whoa. That's awesome. I like the livery with Che on the side. Nice.
After heading 240 on corner 346.
A silly looking airplane though. It looks like a cross between a plane and a VW Bug. pics of it. That's not a good sign. Alright, we're gonna have to go manually control our vertical speed here. We're getting close. Frame rate's dropping.
Delta Charlie, Charlie, Thomas heading 180 to the 7 foot islands, 15 left approach.
180 to intercept the island, 15 left, Delta Charlie.
Delta Charlie, Charlie, speed 170 knots now into Wood Hill, contact tower, the Mach 118.7.
170 to the marker, tower, Delta Charlie.
I can see it.
193 to 10, 4,000 unrestricted. 4,000 unrestricted.
There we go, guys. '99. How you doing, dude? Long time no see. By the way, man, what, T-minus 3 days until your eye surgery? Go team.
Question 115, knots, total speed 160 knots, 4 left, contact tower now, 119 to 155.
Getting pumped.
55, total 160 left, I should say 115.
Yeah, but I mean, you got your eyesight to look forward to. I mean, the surgery's not going to be very fun, but it's the payoff.
160 left over to 1955 on course 30571.
That's 4536 to the right, thing 340 vectors, final descent to 3000. That's 3000, that's 4536.
Damn, that sucks. But I mean, you only got the weekend, and then it's Monday, right? Because it's Friday evening there by you now. But your kid's super excited. Sleep on the couch just listening to the TV, I guess. Yeah, I'm excited for you. Again, not for the surgery, but for the results. Yeah, Melon's trying out a new free plane.
Turn heading 140 up to Charlie.
So what do you expect after the surgery? I mean, obviously it's just going to be one eye, but what does limited eyesight mean? There it is, guys. Oh yeah, she's a beaut. We have 4,000. So 1 to 3 feet. So you'll be able to see the computer monitor.
Jazz 625, turn right heading 020, vectors final. Heading 020, vectors final, Jazz 625.
When is the second surgery going to be?
Jazz 625, turn left heading 350.
April 1st. So no glasses until the second eye surgery? I'm going to go into heading select mode. But at least after the second surgery, you'll still be able to see within 3 feet pretty well. Well, reasonably.
Jazz 204, descend unrestricted to 5,000.
I wonder if that's going to feel strange. Will you be able to feel the implants, do they say? Yeah, man, it turned out pretty good. Looking good, friend. Let's go 2,000. 1,500 by Mobix. Yeah, that was a little rough when I got LASIK. You want to itch them, but you can't touch them for at least a month. And then I was constantly paranoid about doing it. They might give you something to sleep with too, so you don't touch them in the middle of the night.
Jazz 625, cross totem at speed 160 knots or less. Contact tower now, 119.55. Total 160 over the tower now, Jazz 625. Jazz 204, descend to 4,000 unrestricted.
4,000.
above freezing now.
Cruise 1985, turn right heading 020, descend 3 now.
Pretty easy to figure out how to fly it. Alright, let's activate the approach.
Jazz 619, turn left heading 170, back to
nav.
final.
Descends to 15.
Pasco 703, descend 4,000.
4,000, Pasco 703.
So if you ever do this approach, it sends you at Mobix to the holding pattern instead. So once we get to the, probably within a mile, I'll go direct to Sasser. We should pick up the glide slope from the RNAV there. Go ahead and start bringing the prop RPM forward.
Jazz 204, C160 knots at totem, contact for tower now 119.55.
1955, we check 160 knots at airport.
Alright, about a mile, so we'll go direct to Sasser. And I'll activate approach. Pretty much good, guys.
Cruise 1985, turn left heading 290, now below 2,000 feet, till establishment final. Clear to ILS, runway 26 right approach.
Heading 290, not below 2,000, till established, clear to ILS 26 right approach, 1985.
Get tower.
Jordanian 268 Heavy, fully established to forward.
Jordanian 268 Heavy, number 2, dash in port final.
Get it, Sully.
25016, clear to land, runway 24 right.
Number 2, clear to land 24 right, 260.
Jordanian 268, not this one, the other one. Bravo 2, cross runway 28, contact apron on 5227, thank you.
Okay, another one, Bravo 2, 28 and 120.
I like the way McFaddy thinks. 5-0, thanks for the follow, bud. Alright, we're about 6.5 miles out. So this plane, you have to get the landing gear out first, as McFaddy and I discovered. If you try to give it flaps before the landing gear, it buzzes at you quite loudly.
5016 to 624.
Extend our landing lights. Go flaps 20. Oh yeah.
Tower Canada 780 with you.
We're on the glide slope?
Right, we're 2 hours to lock.
Air Canada 780,
Yeah,
number
it's really
2,
annoying.
citation 1 mile final, wind 260, 17, 15.3, clear to land, 24 right.
Clear land 4 right, Air Canada 780.
Poppy light, so I'm going to turn off the autopilot. Beware, this is kind of a loud noise. Sorry.
I'll get back.
flaps are in, boys.
Orange 585 is now with you. Applying the visual, runway 27. We do have the field visual.
Jazz 585, I just left with 2012, altimeter 1091, clear to land runway 27, the trucks will fully down.
Also, this thing, the thrust reverser is slowed down super fast. I don't know how realistic that is, but it's pretty impressive. Alright, we'll go full flaps.
Jazz 585, just a heads up, the truck will follow you down if you can stay on the runway as long as they can take a look, that's fine. If you can, just obviously try and get past 33 or short of 33 if you can.
Okay, check the note. We'll plan our best. Jazz 585.
Watch the reversers here. Jesus.
Jazz 585, I'll get it in switch to ground frequency 121 doesn't fly around coordination with the trucks.
Okay, switching to ground. Jazz 585.
Alright, we gotta turn around on the runway, I think.
Kilo Echo Golf runway heading on departure. The wind is 27012. Clear touch and go runway 3.
Zulu Delta Papa downwind, clear touch and go on runway 30, please.
Zulu Delta Papa, roger your number 2, wind down to your right frequency is South Clay Major.
Zulu Delta Papa.
Go down to Island Hoppers. Switch it to ground.
Owen Roberts INTL information.
Charlie Oscar Tango wind 270 at 12, clear to land runway 33.
Charlie Oscar, thanks.
The Delta Papa, the Cessna's just exiting the Admiral. Wind 270 at 15, clear.
Strobes off.
Now 111, monitor tower 11835.
No autopilot, nice. Island Hoppers, welcome guys. Let's see here.
Ground, we'll push at 534 on 03. Push 534 ground, crossing 15 up, taxi Bravo, and full shuttle Romeo. 15 up, Bravo, full short Romeo, push at 534. 21.9. Fire 1, good day, Ocean 709, Alpha Kilo with
Your anti-collisions can come off. Right generator. There you go, guys. Let's look at a replay here. Felt like a pretty decent landing. How long? Yeah, I like it a lot. This is the second flight that I've done with it. The first one, McFaddy was here and couldn't figure out how to pressurize it and started to black out at 15,000 feet. And then had some issues with the vertical speed wheel. It's sensitive, but I think I figured it out. Garbage landing. Yeah, watch this. All my landings are fucking grease, baby. Buttered it. There were so many alarms during that flight, too. Autopilot disengaged, trying to put the flaps out before the gear were down. It was super annoying. This one was a lot smoother. DC3 time, yeah. So after this, I'm going to take a 10-minute break. I need to go install the newest version and then put that sound pack in, and then I'll get in and see if I can fly it. Do a little wing view. This plane has one of the coolest cabins. Get out over the water. Alright. Look at this. Look at the landing gear, that's awesome.
Correction, 2 minutes back from Erlon. Clear the airline Zulu.
Thank you. I thought you said it was going to be shit. Your psychic abilities failed you.
I'm not sure it affects whether you can.
Let's see how I do with the DC-3.
To a Cat 0 for fire rescue. And the altimeter is 29901.
29901, okay, we check that and we will check on that for Encore 3260, thanks.
Bouncy time. Floaty, bouncy.
Sequencing when you're turning on to final if you're able to land.
Okay, 3260, thanks.
The only thing I don't like is that you can hear the ground sounds before the landing gear. Listen. Yeah, like 2 seconds before the plane touches down, you can hear the wheels on the ground. Yeah, dude, this plane is awesome. I recommend it. Although, I mean, pretty much every Coronado plane that I've got, I love. Alright, I'm going to end this one here. Give me 10 or 15 minutes and I'll be back with the DC-3 and we'll try to figure it out. Well, I'll try to figure it out. I have no complaints. That felt okay to me. Alright, be back in just a minute. See ya!